What if you could step into a world where 5,000 years of China's inspired culture unfolds in breathtaking beauty? Shen brings the ancient soul to life with an amazing show that is coming right here to Louisville that you do not want to miss. I'm joined by Shai Lemish. He is the MC for the show to find out what audiences can expect. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you. Good morning.
Good morning. Tell us a little bit about the story of Shen and what audiences can expect.
So Shen is a celebration of 5,000 years of Chinese civilization. It is a journey through multiple dynasties, traditions, legends, heroes from literature. It's a lot of color. It's live music. It is beautiful classical Chinese dance. It's got animated backdrops that immediately put you on the scene, transport you to another world, another time. And it's just an uplifting experience. And what's amazing about it is this is a performance and a world that you can't see anywhere else, not even in China.
And how does it represent China's unique history? And why is it important for audiences to understand the history? Especially, we're talking a lot about China right now in the news. Yeah. This takes us back and I think gives us greater understanding of what is happening in our world today.
Right. So China's in the news a lot, and frankly, and not usually in a positive way. Has been doing for almost 2 decades now. We're showing China before communism. So the first thing you got to know is Shen has nothing to do with the Chinese government, with the Chinese Communist Party. In fact, the Chinese Communist Party does not like our show and has been trying to stop us this entire time. Shen is based in New York. It's an American company. It's got a very American success story. It's become the fastest growing performing arts company in American history. We now have 8 companies that tour around the world at the same time. And the mission of the performance is to bring back traditional Chinese culture. This is the culture that was around before Mao Zedong, before the Communist Party, before all the stuff that we're seeing from China now, before they set out to destroy this heritage, this wonderful treasure of human civilization that's been around for thousands of years. Shen is bringing it back. And the CCP over in Beijing really does not like that we're bringing back the culture they worked so hard to destroy. But when people see it, be they Chinese or not Chinese, they say, oh, here is where I found real traditional Chinese culture. In fact, Shen cannot perform in China. That's the one place we're not allowed to perform. We can perform in Taiwan, and we do really, really well there. People from China who can afford to actually fly out to Taiwan just to see the show. And then we travel all over the world, about 2 days on April 29th. But it's really an amazing experience and an amazing opportunity to learn about another culture, to see what it was like and what it could be. What China could be like without communism, amidst all this negativity that we see coming out about China and all the atrocities that the CCP has been responsible for, including things that they've tried to do to our performers and arresting their family members back in China and death threats to our performers. We're facing a lot of sabotage attacks from the CCP here on American soil. So when people come to see the show, they're not only learning about Chinese culture and Chinese heritage without communism, they're also supporting American freedoms, because that's really what Shen is. Ironically, as a performance of Chinese culture, it is on the front line of defending American freedom of expression, artistic freedom against, and that's not something we expected to do when we set out to share this performance. We expected to share beautiful and uplifting messages and stories and color and music, but we're also on the front lines of this battle for American freedom right now.
A very relevant conversation that we need to be having right now. What is the big takeaway from the show that you hope audiences take with them and share with their friends?
Well, the performance is one of traditional Chinese stories and legends, but it's really very universal. So first of all, classical Chinese dance and music are universal language. I come on stage between the little pieces as an MC and introduce the stories, just give enough of a background so people can follow what's going on. But the message of the story is the same as the message of traditional Chinese culture, which is and integrity and hope and faith and compassion. And these values are, of course, shared by people everywhere. And they've been there for thousands of years for all of us. And so I think the message of the performance, one that is really uplifting and is why you see audience members, if you see their videos of their reviews, go online and they say, I found this, the message is hold on to tradition, hold on to kindness. And that's a way for the future. That's a way for us to find hope for the future. And that's a universal message. And it's told beautifully through art. And so I think that's the overall takeaway, is that there's hope and we need to hold on to what's good. And in that, we will find hope for all of us.
Shai, thank you so much for sharing everything about what we can experience. We want to remind people that tickets are still available, and you have limited performances, correct?
We just have the one show
Just
at
the
Kentucky
one.
Center for the Arts, Whitney Hall. Yeah, Tuesday, April 29th, 7:30 p.m. And then we're out. We're coming from Pittsburgh, Chicago. We're just stopping in for one day.
All right, thank you so much. Once again, get your tickets now at KentuckyPerformingArts.org.